Sweet 16 and bold as love, the danger I've been dreaming of. Sweet 16 and bold as love, the danger I've been dreaming of. Sweet 16 and bold as love, the danger I've been dreaming of. Sweet 16 and bold as love.
Hey guys, so I am known as KK Witchy on YouTube. My real name is Kayla, and before we get into any further, I just want to take the time to thank my witchy mama, Melody, the Desert Siren. I love you, and all the other witches of the Moon. I am really, really super excited about being part of this. I really am, and thank you, Erin, for accepting me with such open arms. I really do. I really appreciate it. Also, all the other witches as well. Thank you so much. So I am super, super excited for being part of this. So they asked me, Erin had asked me to do an introduction video, which I was nervous because I'm usually not very good at describing how I am and things of that kind of sorts to people that don't know me. And that's just how I am. And when someone asks me to describe, tell me a little bit about myself, I'm always like, Well, I finally got some things together. Number one, if you see a messy bed behind me, I apologize. I am super lazy when it comes to making my bed. I really am. And I'm not lazy about cleaning, but I'm lazy about making my bed, and I usually have a lot of stuff on my bed. Like now I have my Book of Shadows journals, other binders, my herbs, stones. That is another thing. I work a lot with herbs. You will see, if you go to my personal channel, you will see a lot of herbal videos, incense, things of that nature. I'm not married, and I don't have kids. I am a solitary practitioner, a solitary witch, and I have been for a very, very long time for me, but for others, that it don't seem like a long time. I first started about 8 years ago. I was 13, and I was very shy and very timid when I first began my path, just because when I first started, things were still hush-hush in this community, but we were still growing. Like, people were coming together, and our community was growing right when I started the path. And it wasn't until I was 15 that I got on YouTube and started watching a woman named Tiptoe Chick D. She was literally my inspiration and my mentor on this path and things of that sorts. I really, really miss her. I really do. And I have a lot of respect for her, because without her, I wouldn't be who I am, and loud and proud and things of that sorts, if it wasn't for her. When someone asks me what I am, I always, of course, say that I'm pagan. But if they really don't get that, I'm going to say, well, have you heard of Wicca? And then I tell them I'm basically almost like a Wiccan, but don't have the same views. But people that are familiar with the term witch, I use witch, because I do practice witchcraft. I always have. And so when someone asks me, when they're all familiar about, the term witch, they always ask me, well, what kind of witchcraft do you practice? I normally practice positive. I am what they call a neutral witch. I practice positive magic. Most people know that as white magic. Sorry, that's my phone going off. But I am not afraid to use negative magic if I have to. And I've cursed somebody one time, and it came back and bit me in the ass. So that is why I still follow some views of Wicca, but not all. I mean, I follow the rules of attraction and 3 times 3 and do what you will, harm none. But I also don't have a problem with people that do harm others. I really don't. I'm a person that feels that whether you practice positive or negative, good or bad, black or white, that it should be respected. no matter what you practice, and you should be respected no matter what you practice. So I don't have a problem with people that practice, good or bad. I really don't. And like I said, just as long as you show me respect, I will show you respect. I don't have an issue with anybody really or anything. So I also celebrate the Esbits and Sabbats, also as well as Christianity holiday, and my family's known Catholic. They're Catholic Christianity and Catholic and things. So they celebrate the Christianity holidays, the Christian holidays. So I celebrate that with them. I am basically the only one that celebrates my holidays on my own. But I am totally fine with that. I mean, it does get a little lonely, but when you have sister witches around the world, you really don't feel so alone once you think about that. And my brother witches as well. I can't forget you guys. But yeah, that is basically all I have to say. I love working with herbs, plants, anything of that sort, nature. Love working with nature and the god and goddess. I do particularly work with the goddess more than I do the god, even though I see both of them as equal. I do work with the goddess a lot more than what I work with the god, which it does sound bad, but it's just I have a more connection with the goddess. Also, I work very, very closely with the goddess Bridget. I recently found her, or she found me. She did found me. So she was giving me signs like crazy. But I've been working with her lately, and I love her. And she's got her own altar over there in the corner, which I do have altars set up. Well, for her, it's more like a shrine than an altar. And then I have my main working altar, and then I have another with a shrine over here that I call a shrine, just because I don't know any workings with them. That is basically their space for their worship. But yeah, I have, and over here is Toyota behind altar, and she is a Japanese goddess. Also, I love Japanese. So I love Japanese things. I love Japanese culture, Japanese cartoons, Japanese everything. I love Japanese things. So I am very, very when it comes to that. I love it. But yeah. So I guess that's all on me. Again, thank you everybody for welcoming me into the witchy family. This witchy family, I really, really, I love it. I really do. And thank you so much for accepting me. And I hope that you all accept me as well. And much love and light to you all. Blessings. Also, I will be your co-host on Sundays. And I thought I said that, but apparently I didn't. So I will be your co-host on Sundays alongside my Mama Witchy Desert Siren. So thanks guys again, and many blessings.